Brazos, Houston, Texas.
All right, Dudley Bob Show with Matt. Matt is out today, and Chuy's here with us, though. Dale Dudley, Bob Fonseca, Matt Bearden,
Who else?
Chuy Alvarado, which is not his real name, because I still can't say his last name. John Eric
Alderete.
Alderete.
It sounds Italian.
Sure.
What is it?
It's in Spanish.
Alderete.
Correctly, it's Alderete.
Alderete.
Okay, is that what you want? Alderete?
No, that's not how we say it.
How do you say it, then?
Alderete.
Hold on, where are you?
Why did you turn me down?
I don't know where your mic is. I'm turning mics on that I don't even need.
Alderete.
Duh. So, duh.
Alder.
Now, what, if it's Alderete, why would you put duh in there?
I think that's just kind of Texas, growing up in Texas. I don't know. Alderete.
Spent some time with my in-laws this weekend.
The Hispanic in-laws?
Yeah. My lily white son goes over there, and he likes hanging out there, dude. Loves it.
He's not tanning well, huh?
Huh? I may have to put on a Tejano Spotify playlist.
She sing along?
And Joe was like, "Where'd you get these songs? What song? These are all hits, man." Joe's got tattoos everywhere. Anyway, at the end of the thing, because Joe kind of started talking about his, he's one of 11 brothers and sisters, right?
Hermanos.
Some have passed. Joe is only a few years old, I don't know, 5, 10, 6. Amanda's dad's only 8 years older than me.
Wow.
So anyway, he's talking about, we're too old. They wanted all this and all that, all the fighting. And so he was being kind of touching about, how he can only go see one at a time because some don't get along. I didn't get the whole story. It was late. It was Friday. I was really tired. And so at the end of it, because he takes care of my kids, they love my kids. We talked about spanking,
right.
And whether I should start. And then he goes, I go, "I love you, man." And he goes, "Oh, see you later." And I go, "Joe," I said, "I love you, man." He goes, "I wasn't raised that way."
I told you.
And I was like "Well, I don't care. I love you." I said, "I don't care. I love you. You take care of my kids."
Yeah.
Old
school Mexicans are weird when it comes to
the L word.
Yeah.
love or any type of affection.
My daughter won't go over there. She'll do one night. My son will stay there 2 or 3 days. But I also need to thank Joe and Yolanda because the drought is over, my friends.
Hey, As of yesterday morning?
You know what it was, dude?
Dixie's Trailer Park?
No, my wife. You know what it is? I talked to Bob about this off the air. I don't want to go into detail because it's starting to get serious. But I told myself I wasn't getting into this. I have what's called anxiety. And it's just getting worse, where even if you don't have a hangover, a traditional one, you just feel really insecure, like everything's falling apart. Oh, this is the tape segment, isn't it? I'm doing an AA meeting on the tape segment.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, people. I apologize. I'm just talking about finally banging my wife. But there was an article a few weeks.
Show us some positions on the cam, man. Show us how you're moving, how you're grooving.
I don't move. I lay there.
You don't get any leverage, or you don't hold yourself up.
You have any crusher? Completely So, seriously, you heard the cameras are on and you're pulling out all your vanity S?
Yeah.
Oh, cut to Bob's camera.
Yeah.
How old is Bob? Look at him wearing the head.
Getting tall?
It's not on straight.
You look just like what's his name from
Queer
Queer Eye.
No, it's not.
With the
You
gray
have
hair.
It's a KLBJ banner. You have KL.
That's the way it was printed.
Okay, well, that's the worst banner ever. Because it should be KL over here and BJ over there.
Right.
Speaking of BJ.
It's funny you should mention
there was an article that says when you're down, that the big O, well, first of all, it's a well-known thing when guys are hungover, they're super H in the morning. I don't want to say horny. In the morning. Have you ever noticed? Well, let me turn to somebody who's been with a girl.
I'm constantly H.
No, seriously. Like when you wake up for some reason. But there was a piece that it was about that people will turn to that when they're down because it's an instant dose of serotonin. Like you're suddenly out of yourself.
I don't drink that much. And the first time ever, I actually, I won't say when, how long ago. But I within the past year, experienced whiskey D.
Oh, did you? It's not always whiskey that causes it.
But no, it's just I understand it now. I've never had it, never experienced it.
Well, and this is the problem. And I love
your body's trying to keep balance.
I love Dr. Shaw and his magic pills, though. But like this weekend, I hadn't taken a magic pill because they give me great big. You shouldn't drink on them because they give you a horrible, horrible headache. But here's the thing: once it's in your head, you'll be in the middle of everything's going great, and then you go, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm not having any problems." And the minute you say that,
the minute you jinx yourself,
you just think about that. So if you start to depend on the magic boner pills, you can easily. It's not an addiction, but it's like a mental. You've set yourself up for failure. And later in the day, she said, something came up. She said I was fine, but there was a moment there where I was like, going,
it's not going to happen.
That's only happened to me.
I said, I'm sorry, don't vomit at home. I said, if she moves,
I'll do it for you.
A little too high, we're doomed right at this moment.
Wait, hold on.
You know what I'm talking about.
The moment where it's like, hold on, don't say anything. Don't even breathe right now.
Okay,
I think I got that. I understand completely. Because
how do you understand completely? How do you know?
You do the edging during the.
Oh no, she wants it over with. Dude.
Remember, he's flat on his back.
I don't get that. I thought women wanted longer than just 15, 20 minutes.
No.
Or again.
I feel so bad that the cameras are on me right now. I just feel bad.
It's too late.
I literally, this is one of those days where I said, I'm not talking about my personal life.
And here you
Keep
are.
something to yourself.
And here
but I'm not
you
talking
are.
to you about the stuff that I was talking to Bob about, which was, I just don't know how much longer I can even imbibe at anything. Where I need like a water bottle. Is there an empty water bottle somewhere?
I'm not giving you my water bottle.
Hand me that. It's not a good substitute, but hand me that plastic cup over there, Bob.
No.
There's no empty water bottle.
That's our whiskey glass.
Here, let me just pour this on the floor. Let me just pour this bottle on the floor.
Here's one that we use for my haircut.
No, it needs to be empty. Hand me one that's empty. Just hand me that. Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right.
I love magic tricks.
So this is. Imagine this is.
Wait, she squeezes it that hard?
No.
Jesus, it's crumpling.
Wait, is that her?
This is me, this is you.
Okay.
Okay. Right?
On drugs.
And this is her, right? And everything's going great.
Okay.
I do this for the cameras.
Look at that.
Everything's going great,
All
right?
I'm getting the
Because I'm always on the. It should be like this, but I'm so fat it always has to be like this. This is her, right?
Also, all those wrinkles are the same.
And to answer your question, she can have 3 or 4 and she's done.
Right.
And she doesn't even. She will lay there. She'll lay there with me while I complete the task, and she's just grossed out, and she has no desire to be dirty or anything. Anyway, let's say you're going like this, and all of a sudden,
does it make this sound like that?
Yes, and all of a sudden, in the middle of it, you go, "Wow, I'm doing pretty good. I'm not having any stiffness." And then the minute you think that, she's still here, but inside it's doing this a little bit. It's what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if she goes too high or back, then that's it. That's you.
You know what? I actually really appreciate this. My father never had to talk with me, and that was perfect.
Yeah, but you're never going to be flat on your back, so the angles are going to be different.
He's a huge guy, but not. Why wouldn't you?
Because I know what he likes.
It's my favorite.
What? Actually, you know what? It's weird. You guessed it. Yeah, I don't really. I do the on top for them.
Listen, before I even gained weight, that was my favorite because you can see the beautiful body that you're with. Mm-hmm. You can see the person that you're with. Now back to the fun.
That was good.
Thank you.
You ought to teach sex ed in schools.
And congratulations. I'm glad that's all
water
taken
bottle.
care of. Now the clock.
Well, now
started.
you got 90 days to go.
How long is that going to hold you over, though?
What's that?
How long is it going to hold her over?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how she puts up with me.
90 seconds.
She had to put up with me yesterday. I had a. Okay, I wasn't to talk about it. I'm not talking about it.
But I want to ask you though, did you invent the term anxiety? Because I like that.
No. I've heard it before, but I heard it in this book.
That's pretty cool.
There's this Jewish guy, and sorry I'm saying Jewish guy, but his name is Jewish, who's got a little 4-hour book on drinking on Audible. It's free if you have Audible. Moshe, I can't remember what his name is. He's a friend of Doug Stanhope's, and I heard him say it.
How's it working for Doug?
I heard him say it. I don't think Doug wants to be sober at all. Okay, let's move on. We were talking about the goofy stuff that's been going on. People's overreaction to what's happening in the world and thinking that they're important and must be heard by everyone. I'm going to do this. I'm leading up to the best ones. This is what happens when you pull the wrong guy on the street on Fox.
This is the best one, in my opinion.
This is your favorite?
Yeah.
Is it this? It's this guy right here, right?
Yeah. I think maybe.
Is it that guy?
It's a guy with a ringed-out V-neck.
It's a white guy, right?
Yeah, but that's not him. That's not what he looked like. But that might be him because they're just playing video.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the
B-roll.
one you've edited.
Okay.
Oh, and I don't think I brought the video in for that. I think we'll just have to play the audio. Now, this is when you get the wrong guy and you ask on Fox News, what's the protesting all about? Hold on a second. It's Fox 18, which means it's an affiliate of the Fox network, which means it's not going to make them crazy. So I'm not even going to play this. It's the guy just talking about systemic racism. I thought it might be Fox National. Fox National would have cut away from this guy so quick.
On stolen land by slaves, those are sort of the original sins of this country. And we've never had like a Truth and Reconciliation Commission like South Africa had to really deal with those fundamental sins. And now you have a perfect storm because you have millions of people out of work.
Yeah, that's Fox 11. Fox News would have cut away from that in a heartbeat. They would have gone away from that. Yeah, I didn't pull the video. Can you play Big D guy?
Yeah, but it's so good you have to see him. I think you emailed it to me. Can you find the email you sent?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Because his face, I don't know why you picked that guy. I have no idea.
Oh, why the news people did?
Yeah, because it's so good. Especially the ending came out of left field out of nowhere, and I couldn't even.
I think he's homeless or mental. I think he's a mentally ill.
I think it's partially. I think
homeless
partially.
dude. Let me see if I
drugs.
Let me see if I send it to you.
Because you know when you're moving your lips,
hold on,
and you're doing that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one here.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to sync it up for Bob. And for the people at home, you'll be able to see the video
Big D
later
guy.
after the show because this is the segment we take.
Oh, look at him. Is that Meatloaf?
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
That's great. How did you say that? One of our show preppers said Meatloaf has really let himself go.
Yeah, it looked a little
It
like
looks like Meatloaf.
no, it looked like a slimmer.
I'll turn
Meatloaf.
this down. I'll turn that down.
Sorry,
ready?
Meat, if you're out there.
This may not sync up if you're watching on video. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, what is your name?
My name is Big Daddy, and I'm from Cincinnati.
Big Daddy from Cincinnati.
Absolutely.
I saw you making some gestures at the police. I was wondering what's going on. What's going on here today?
Well, the cops shot somebody down here a couple nights ago, and they're going to just walk away like it's no big deal. And people like these fine folks right here say, no, it's enough. Give us a reason, give us an excuse, and we want to hold somebody accountable.
Okay.
You can't just go around killing people. Can you? I
No.
can't. I know
No.
I can't. I mean, there's lots of people, sure, I'd like to put a stick in, but, you know.
How long is all this going to go on?
It's going to go on till it's over.
Till it's over? What's going to make this over? What are there specific demands that these people want that you
What drug
and
is
these
that?
fellow people want?
I would like to have some and that would make it over for me. Some real good
Well, have a great day. Thanks for your time.
God, was that him shooting? Was he shooting his shot?
Most honest man ever on television.
But I think that was him shooting his shot at the interviewer.
Was he drunk?
Dude, no, that's a mentally ill dude.
It's not a drug?
That's a homeless guy. No one would wear their T-shirt that stretched out.
I don't know. It looks like American Apparel to me.
That's a homeless.
It looks like some Yeezus to me. Yeah.
Let's see his shoes.
Okay, I just can't believe this one. We can't play anything off of the second one. I think play the first one. I think it's Canada. In Toronto, this dude just showed up at a Black Lives Matter protest in blackface.
Like,
What are you doing here? Why did you do this?
You gotta go.
He's just smiling.
Where was this?
This is in Toronto.
and that's
He's-
like jet black.
Oh, he's got his hair black. He's got his eye. Yeah, he has blackface like you've never
Like
seen
charcoal.
before. And he's just laughing. I think in Toronto, he's relatively safe. He did that in any other city in the United States.
Oh yeah, go.
He would not be walking today. But that reprehensible. Sorry, I say that too much. I got to find another synonym. But brave in a horrible way. I mean, my God.
I think it's more stupid.
It's stupid, yeah. Just smiling, never says a word to anybody. And
They're like, you got to go.
yeah. Now, in Canada, they don't have the same First Amendment laws that we have, so I don't know what rules he's breaking here, but I mean, even his hands. He even did his hands.
He's all in.
These cops talking to him. They start losing it here in a little bit and start cursing him out in the second tweet. Dude, God. Do you have that? Do you have that clip of? It's going to be hard for me to explain it to you or look it up. Wish Daniel could have let us know of the morning show that's laughing like dumb TV people. It's fake laughter.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. It used to be on the front page.
It was
Yeah,
on the
I
front
looked for it
page?
earlier, too, when we were talking about fake laughter.
Can you just look up laughing or something?
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I'm sure that's not what it's listed as. Anyway, we have this audio of this morning show in Florida, and they're just laughing. They're doing the one guy's laughing at another guy. They literally thought it would be okay to come in. One of them come in blackface. This is, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Florida, they got fired.
Yeah, they did.
Fortunately.
Here we go.
Is that it?
I think I found it.
All right.
You ready?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, this is what they're laughing at a guy coming in blackface. They thought and they had cameras 15 years before we did. That's what they're.
Some people sense
They're
of
gone.
humor. It's so weird.
No, I kind of get it now. We never could understand why radio was looked down upon as the lowest form of show business. And I get it. It was because all the zoo morning shows that were created, that were basically a morning, like a midday television show. A lot of times it was a guy and a girl.
It was very formula, yeah.
And it was, and we did a little of it. It was this formula. So there never really was anybody really funny
It
or
was one
creative.
of the least creative thing.
Yeah, there was no real funny in there.
And most shows bought their material from services and stuff. A lot of them did. And bought
yes, I did the first 2 years.
No, but we were in a more of a co-op situation, not necessarily like, here's your script,
No, we didn't. We've never done it before. But
Right.
we had comics that were around us all the time because
Right.
I did stand-up comedy badly in the 80s, and I knew a bunch of comics, and that's where it got such a horrible reputation. And you get people in who just don't know where the boundaries are. I've been saying this a lot lately. I need to be quiet because someday you'll step in it. Somehow you'll step in it.
I think you did with your little
We get complaints. Which one?
Water bottle analogy.
I was perfectly clinical on that.
Wait a minute.
We get, if we talk about Biden, okay, that's misophonia. If we talk about Biden, somebody will call the front desk because they think we're right wingers. It's what's called drive-by listeners. It's people who only are scanning the dial or only listen occasionally. And of course, we get a ton of people calling us libtards. And the same thing with the police thing. You can't support the police and be for the protests. And you get those people, too. Mm-hmm. So you can't win. Eventually they get you. That's all right. Only a year, less than 2 years left, as of last week.
How many days?
I don't remember. Oh, see, it's the 6th. I can't do math.
348.
Yeah. This was great, too.
Okay.
And I almost called you Yeti. Eric had to edit this one for me, too. More people who think that it all matters. And listen, when I say that, I know my opinion doesn't matter either. And you should read and make up your own opinion about everything. But here's a guy who was a gamer, and he's upset because if you play Call of Duty this weekend, as we did, I noticed you were playing this morning. By the way, best round I've ever had in Demolition ever. 17-2. Got all of my kill streaks. Planted the bomb 3 times. It was great.
Sounds
good for you.
You don't know how hard it is, Bob.
Oh, I know. I do know.
You
I have
don't know.
kids.
sounds about
Also,
average.
I have
grabbed a helicopter
teenagers.
and plunder, and went and robbed the bank, and then met up with my guys, and I got the little key card to go in the little cave, and in the cave was another key card, but it didn't do anything.
You got to go to the other one.
Where's the other one?
There's on the edge of the cliff, and then there's another one that's on the edge of the mountain. And
I'm
then
currently lost in the Mesilla Valley corn maze.
Somewhere near the dam.
No, this one is way far out by Promenade East.
Okay, Promenade East. Gotcha.
That sounds like a mall.
You don't know where Promenade East is?
No, it sounds
Don't
like
know
a
where
shopping mall.
Well, you know where Bonetown is, right?
I go every other night.
It's Boneyard.
Boneyard.
Bonetown is where I take.
Now we're talking
your
about
mother.
this is the other side of the gulag.
Okay, I
The
don't know.
culvert runs through the middle of all this, right?
Yeah.
You got downtown, the hospital area, Promenade East.
Right.
And then behind Promenade East is
Bonetown.
the Boneyard.
Hills
Yeah, the hills, then Boneyard.
and Port before.
Yeah, and then the airport.
Operational?
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
This is a gamer. Oh, I was saying Call of Duty, when you called it up this weekend, it literally had a black screen that said Black Lives Matter, and it gave their mission statement that they're getting rid of all the
Any racism.
I saw some guy playing under the name All Lives Matter, and in the middle of the game, he disappeared. I don't know if it was him or if it was them
got
policing him.
kicked?
I don't know. And so this is a guy who's pissed off because the games he play in have made a mission statement. Are you ready? Boy, we got the last one. We nailed it. Did you notice? It's
Yeah.
perfectly on. All right. I got to remember not to turn anything up. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I've been talking about this for many years, and the events over the past week have been the tipping point. I can no longer, in good conscience, support gaming companies who hate my kind and want to see me dead. I will never buy another gaming console ever again.
He looks
Why
exactly
the
like you would
would I
think.
give money to anti-white pieces of shit?
Oh,
Whoa!
dude,
Oh,
you did it to me.
It's done.
You did it.
you sure you didn't have the
37
pot up?
years old. I've been gaming, supporting the gaming companies for as long as I can remember. Why the
God,
would
I'm
I
glad you got
ever
that one.
give you a single cent when you are pushing false narratives and rallying in support of violent, rioting looters?
It's a guy who's playing Call of Duty.
Disguising themselves
It's violent.
as a legitimate political movement?
Live with it.
No. These are thugs. These are cretins.
Creatines.
I am done.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Look at his
No, you're
wall.
not.
And you can see
You'll have PlayStation 5
I've
at
supported
Christmas.
this cancerous soy passive hobby my whole life. Now I don't
AKA,
have
I don't get laid.
little bit of fun, just a little bit of fun. You all got to be anti-white and proclaim your hatred of my people.
They're not your
I am
people.
done. You guys can go yourself.
Dude, Eric has a history of editing things for us, even when he wasn't as super busy as he is now. He had a habit of missing
One.
and he missed the S-bomb.
You know what happened though? You paused it perfectly and it synced back up with the audio. You didn't notice it, so
Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
silver lining.
So, silver lining. Could have lost a license, but we didn't.
But you have
Silver
a
lining.
history of that. That's funny. Okay, we got a lot more, man. We got a Karen and we got an incel that was in a tragic accident, and I have zero sympathy for him. So that's coming up. Maybe open phones later on. And we have a study that was done that's going to make the ladies mad today. Hang on.
We
with
got to
us.
wave goodbye.
4:45. Bye, everybody on the
See
phone,
ya.
on the cameras. That'll be up later after the show on KLBJFM.com in studio. And you'll be able to see the videos we were talking about, too, on that with audio.